Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that little subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate the support. But over the past 4 to 5 days when I was visiting my parents, obviously I was in a new town. And with that said, I ended up making about $4,500 in sales with this one trick that I implemented into all my ads. So with that said, let's get into the video. So if you guys don't know, I just got back from a vacation visiting my parents. Just in a different town. It's about 2 hours away from here in Phoenix, Arizona. So I ended up just taking a little vacation. But with that said, I did not treat it like a vacation. I was here for the grind. Yeah, I was going to visit my parents, but I also recognized an opportunity to hit a new market that I rarely tap into. Just usually when I go up there, I try to tap into it. But I ended up doing $4,500 in sales, and out of that, I ended up making about $2,000 in profit. And I'll tell you guys, this is the fastest I've ever made that kind of money. It's pretty incredible, and just based on one strategy that I implemented into all my wanted ads. And I'll be honest with you guys, I was putting out ads left and right more than I usually recommend you guys, just because I was trying to take advantage of the market. But I ended up buying 14 phones and ended up reselling 8 of them locally, which means I have about 6 of them left, and I plan on selling about 3 of them on eBay, just because those were brand new, sealed in the box. But I averaged about $120 profit per phone, which is pretty incredible. I usually go for about $100. So with that said, my biggest phone, I think I made about $280 profit reselling locally, and it was just based on that one tip that I have. And it's just based on the one strategy that I'm going to be talking about here in a little bit. And it's just based on the one strategy, and what that is and kind of why I released this video, and it's something I think you guys should really start to implement into all of your ads, is scarcity. It's something that I've never tried before. I've tried it in other business models because I do tap into drop shipping as well. So it's all about customer buying intent. You have to figure out customer behavior, and one thing that they always preach is having scarcity in your e-commerce business. And in all my ads, I ended up putting something like only in town for the day, only here for the next 12 to 24 hours, and ended up proving really well for me. It's something I'm going to try here. I don't necessarily know if that was the sole reason. I think part of it was because obviously I was hitting an untapped market. That's something, I don't think there weren't a bunch of resellers over where I was trying to buy phones, so I think that was part of it. Obviously phones were being listed all over, and I ended up just buying a lot of them because there wasn't too many people like me out there. But I think a lot of it too was the scarcity, and I had a bunch of people come back to me later in the days that I did that saying, are you still in town? And it was pretty funny to see that, because obviously that shows that the scarcity works, showing that I only was in town for the day when obviously I wasn't. But that's the point of consumer scarcity. So in all my ads I put that, and as I mentioned before, I did have people come back to me later in the day because obviously they were trying to get a better deal, more money for their phones that I was trying to buy, and I obviously are lowballing them. So obviously they just wanted the cash, and based on their mindset, I'm not going to be here anymore, or rather that next day. So they figured, why not get the cash? And therefore I was able to leverage that point to get a lot more lower prices on my phones. And a lot of those phones that came back to me, I ended up even getting them lower than that during the meetup, simply because I leveraged that. I kind of called them out for the fact that I know they were trying to go for higher prices. And obviously if I'm on that end too, I would do the same. But just from a buyer perspective, you have to leverage that point. I ended up getting about $20 to $40 off on most of the phones, so that was pretty cool. But one thing you guys might be asking is how can you put up the same ad every day? Obviously somebody might see the same ad the next day and be like, oh, he's actually just using that as a tactic to get us to sell us our phones for much cheaper, which obviously I am. But with that said, I had to change my ad every single day. And that's one thing about this business is, yeah, it can be tough. There's going to be slow days, there's going to be fast days. But if you change up your strategy with things like scarcity, putting in your ads once in a while, and I don't recommend doing this on every single one of your ads, but obviously I was only there for a couple days, so I thought I'd give it a try. It was kind of an A/B kind of test. But in all my ads, I ended up putting only in town for the day, 24 hours left, stuff like that. But I didn't make it sound cheesy or anything, it's retail discount or anything like that. I was just kind of acting like I was trying to be humble. So it's something you guys should definitely try. But again, I had to switch up all the ads pretty much every single day. I was using different pictures. An offer up, I'd put one picture. On Facebook, I'd put a different picture. On the next day, I would just flip the two. And obviously I was just using the strategies that I do preach in all my videos and keeping those consistent in terms of like title and like description. I changed them around a little so it'd be hard for people to recognize it's me. And one thing I did on OfferUp is I ended up changing my name. They don't really like regulate how many times you change your name, and that was, I'm not trying to scam anyone obviously, I'm just trying to present myself as a different kind of like buyer of phones, and there's no problem with that. You guys shouldn't be ashamed to do that, because obviously we're not scamming people, we're literally giving them money for cash. We just have to act as like, this is business, right? And business requires changing up things. The market changes. You just have to take certain strategies to do that. So I hope you guys will really go implement it. As I said, definitely go give it a try. But again, don't put it on every single one of your ads. Go A/B test it for a little bit. Go put it on like one ad one day, try it on a different platform the next day, put it on a different platform the next day, and then kind of repeat it. But also put out ads there that don't have that, and just kind of A/B test it. It might not work in your town, but for me, it ended up working, and I'm going to be definitely implementing it in my hometown here. So I'm pretty excited for the future. It's something I found. I definitely really wanted to get this video out to you guys as soon as possible. So thank you for those that commented down below yesterday saying that you wanted to see this. I really appreciate it. I listen to your comments. That's why I created this video. But with that said, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that little subscription down below, just that little red button below. I really appreciate the support. And if you're not in that phone flipping Facebook group, hit that first link down below. It's free to join. You just have to answer 3 questions. And one thing I always say is, I'm not going to let you into that group unless you answer those 3. It's just a favor for me, and I'm going to be giving you valuable content every single day. So it's the least you can do for me, just to help me out, just kind of give me some video ideas, and just make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because I know these videos will help you guys. I'm not doing this solely for personal reasons, just trying to get money from YouTube, but I'm trying to help you guys. I wish I had this months back, and so that's why I created this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great Friday, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.